So, friends, welcome. Hey, Megan. We're so excited about what's behind me. This is another of our remarkable thought leaders that are joining us at the 2026 Five Most Needs Summit. Megan, we are so honored to have you there. Welcome. Tell us a little bit about why you're excited to come.
Well, in part because according to the view behind you, it's always sunny in Charlotte, and I'm down
Always.
for some sunny weather. Um, but no, I'm really excited about the connection between learning and performance, right? And
Mhm.
how do we help people do their jobs and get it done? So I'm excited to join and be a participant, get in and roll up my sleeves and have fun and learn with everybody. But then also bring in some of what we're doing in the agile project management space and the average agile methods space to the work that you do. And how does all of this go together? And that's what I'm really excited about.
And we could, I mean, you're one of those people in our industry that, doesn't need to be named or do the background. We all know you so and have admired you so long for all your good work. Change, are you kidding me, right? I've been at this 43 years. I can't remember a time where there's in this world of 5 moments more excitement, but sometimes in L&D trepidation, right? Change is not everyone's favorite thing, and, um, how do we navigate that? We may not I don't think we're necessarily the most, risk industry sometimes, right? We tend to be, at least with 5 moments, I find us to be a little bit hesitant going in. Tell us about why your thought leader workshop is gonna be the bow around this whole thing.
Well, in part because it's the last of the thought leader workshops, and
Yeah.
but what I want to do is take what people have been working on all through the summit, and then say, like, you have this great idea that you're about to take with, but before you go,
Mhm.
I want you to think about how you design for change, how you think about how you will make your work resilient to the change that we know that's going to happen. And Bob, I think people are drawn to L&D, or performance management, because we're people pleasers.
Mhm.
We are perfectionists. We serve others. And it's really hard to do that when the ball is moving. And we sometimes get like, but I made this thing and it's beautiful, it's perfect, it's exactly
Yep,
what you wanted. And
yep.
you've changed it before you even got done with it. And so that's this tension that we come in with. And what we're looking at in design for change is saying, like, we know it's going to change. So, like, all that energy that you were going to use to say, but, use that. I mean, do it a little bit because we're human, right? And so
Sure.
feel it, own it. That's great, right? Support your team leaders, support your team when you come back with a new great idea. But then, right, how do we harness that energy so that we are moving at the same speed that the business is, right? And so we call it, moving at the speed of business and the speed of change. And so there's three parts, right? How do I seek out change? Proactively go find it before it finds me, right?
Mm.
Because the business is out there making up its mind, doing things, changing processes, changing systems, bringing in new things, and you're not in the room because you're off doing your other job and they're doing their job, and
Yeah,
they don't think to
yeah.
tell you that, right? So we start with seek out, and that actually is a very human connection, right?
Mm.
We're building relationships and building in processes to seek out change. We're then built. How do I build for change? How do I make something easy to change later on? And there's several strategies for that, right? Um, and I will suggest that building the most fancy, perfect, chrome and diamond
Mhm.
encrusted jewel of a product is makes something very, very rigid and makes our lives miserable. Right? It's
Mm.
pretty, it's beautiful, but it's hard to
Mhm.
change. Right. And then I call it brace for change.
Mm.
Right. So how, and this is really a leadership moment, right? How do you step up and support yourself, your team, and your
Mm.
organization when, pardon my French, it's hitting the fan, right?
Yeah.
And so when it's all hitting the fan, how do you get through it? And that's a big piece because the bigger fit you throw at that point, right?
Right.
The harder you are to work with and the fewer opportunities you'll get to be a people pleaser.
Love it. Love it. Friend, what a perfect way to wrap up what will be a very dynamic and engaging 2 days. Love how you started it out. Not only are we fortunate to have you there as a presenter, but you'll be there as a participant. And that's the nature of the summit, right? We're going to all roll up our sleeves in the 2 days, and you are going to send us off with a plan in a way to make it all actionable. Can't thank you enough, friend, for being there. Can't wait to see you in Charlotte. Looking forward to your session.
Can't wait to be there.
Thanks.